Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 4 of Direwolf20's Let's Play Season 4. As you can see, just starting off today, exactly where I left off yesterday. Not much has changed at all in my world. Did want to go look around a little bit more and see if I can't find some more pigs. More sheep down there. Ooh, there's a pig. Hold on, let me get a piece of wheat. I did want to start that little pig breeding farm thing that I had planned, so let's see if I can lure this guy. Hey, there we go, I got your attention. He must have been hungry. He charged right at me. Come on, Buster. Follow me along back to my little place. All I want to do is breed you. You won't hate it, I promise. Alright, right down this way, please. And what else I'm going to do this episode, probably going to get a few more resources going on, so that should be nice. Come on, right down here. Shouldn't have a problem with that, will you? Nope. Alright, right in here. And hooray for awesome amounts of... There we go. Pathfinding. Cool. Baby pig, please. Nice. Alright. I would also like to get a farm going, so I got myself a stone hoe, and I've got a few pieces of fencing. I just want to get a small farm going for the moment. But let's clean up this area. You know what? Yeah, that's a good idea. Lots of mushrooms are good. I can probably use those for some food as well. Just a small farm, like I said. Nothing too fancy just yet, but I'm sure I'll expand this guy in a minute. Oh, a little thalmic slime there coming after me. Got nothing on me, buddy. I'm not worried. Yeah, maybe I want to expand this back out a little bit. Where's my... There we go. One more over, I think. Perfect. And just a small farm to start off with. Wow, that's really small. I didn't have much in the way of wood that I felt like using on more fences, but obviously something I'm going to expand in the future. But this will at least get me started growing some crops. Got the bucket I found in my dungeon earlier. And be careful about attacking those little crystal wisps, because they hurt quite a bit, actually. Alright, so I'm just going to start off here with a nice basic farm. I'm going to throw down a couple flax seeds and a couple regular seeds. Now, these good old wheat seeds you guys are probably familiar with, but flax, maybe not so much. You can't plant them until the dirt has actually been watered by the water. So wait for your dirt to turn darker, and you'll know that it's a good time to plant your flax. This is a Red Power 2 item, and it's going to be used for some more stuff in the future, but at least right now, it's a nice way to grow yourself some string. Woohoo! So I'll be back in a few minutes once I've cleaned up my inventory, planted this last piece of flax right here, and get ready to move on to the next segment. But for now, we're just going to wait for this stuff to grow. Alright, didn't go clean up my inventory yet, but you can see I've got an almost full tank of Vis right here. That's nice. Don't have much else in my inventory for the moment. Don't have enough crystals on me to get that changed up. And like I said, I will get a door going on there that's probably going to be nicer than a piece of cobblestone, but let me clean up my inventory. Alright, all cleaned up. I'm going to take a bucket of lava down, or a bucket of water down with me, just in case I do encounter any lava down there. I'm going to go mine for a little bit, and like I said, I typically do a lot of this off camera, so you're not going to see a whole ton of mining as part of this Let's Play series, but I will come back if I find something interesting to show you down there, like if I find another... See? This thing keeps growing over. I love that. If I find something cool down there, yeah, I'll definitely show you. I'll be back. Alright, so you can see where I'm mining at right now. This is the base of my little cave thing at the moment. Hanging out right around Y level 27, 25. You can see my X and Z coordinates there. A couple of people have asked to see those as well. You can see the lag generated from... ooh, is that a big old slime down there? Nice. Big, huge, real slime. I was told that if you attack them normally now with a good old sword, they should still split, right? Oh yeah, they do. What's up, guys? Sorry, I need some slime balls. I do love slimes, don't get me wrong, but this early in the game, gonna need some slime balls. Can't resist the urge to kill. Nice. Look at me, just babbling on about something, and there's this giant slime sitting there. Cool. So like I said, gonna go ahead and mine up a little bit, but usually I like to be a little bit deeper than Y20. I do like to hang out around the teens and like the 10 range here, so I think this is a good spot down here. Where am I at now? 16, not bad. I want to get down towards like the 10 area. So that's like this spot down here. 12, perfect. I like 12. 12 is a good spot. Maybe even a little bit deeper, around 10 is a good spot to find diamonds, I found. It used to be that 12 was the best, but I think ever since like Minecraft 1.1 or 1.0, something around there, it became a little less than good. So, hey, there we go. Do I hear more slimes in the background somewhere, or is that just the new sound effects of lava? Probably just lava. Yeah. So I'm going to poke around down here and probably point this neat little divining rod I've got at the walls and see if I can't find, 512. I want to say that should probably be iron. So you're looking for a really high number here, somewhere around 4,000 or 8,000. See, that's 256. That's not so good. So we'll kind of click around and see what kind of good numbers I can come up with. And if I find anything interesting, I'll definitely let you guys know. But like I said, I like to hover around 12 or 10 or so. But for now, I'm just going to mine around for a little bit. I'll be back once I've collected some resources. And while I do mine here, I felt like it might be a good time to address some of the concerns that a couple people have posted. A couple people are concerned about what I was talking about with my whole not using equivalent exchange quite as much as I used to type of deal. Really all I'm looking about doing there is not relying on the transmutation table to get me every resource I want. I like building cool, crazy, complicated machines, and if I have a transmutation table that gives me every resource in the game the first time I find one, well, that kind of eliminates the ability to build some really cool, crazy, complicated machines. So I think I'd like to, build some cool stuff for resource gathering. So, I could just start transmuting myself, some pigs and get myself a bunch of pork and whatnot, but for now I'd rather have a nice little pig farm that I have to maintain. So that's one of the things, and don't worry, it's not going to take away from the series at all, at least I hope it won't. And if I feel like it is starting to take away from the series, I'll kind of switch away from that rule. There are some resources I'll pull out of the transmutation table, don't worry. I'm not completely eliminating them. I'm just going to try and rely on it less. And yeah, that's one of the things I remember somebody talking about. I just burned up some crystals. Oh well, I didn't see them there. Cool. Any good stuff down here, guys? Nothing too exciting. 512. Ooh, 16,000. That's going to be some good stuff. I'm going to head off in this direction and see if I can't find it. I can be sure that it's going to be about 13 deep. There it is. This is the highest value EMC stuff. Tungsten ore is super rare, part of Red Power 2. I don't think it has any use just yet. She didn't add anything LRM in pre-release 5 for tungsten ore, but I know she has some cool stuff planned for it in the future. It's pretty rare. I think it's about half as common as diamond, so even more rare than diamond. But like I said, not a huge use for it just at the moment. Alright, that looks like a good spot to stop mining. And I'm going to mine around this little cave a little bit more, like I said, and I'll be back. Alright, looks like I found something with a value of 2,048 back in this direction, and that would be gold. I just know that from my memory. But pretty much the higher the value of the ore, the rarer it is. So gold, being relatively rare, has a value of 2,048. Cool. Creeper be creepin'. What's up, buddy? Guess the pathfinding doesn't let him fall down here. Hey, how are you? I can see you up there. Don't want to irritate the creeper. Maybe I'll leave him be for now. How am I doing down here? Anything interesting? Nothing terribly useful. Like I said, I'm using coal and redstone when I do this, so it's not a free ability to be able to find what's, deep back in your caves, but definitely worthwhile. Ooh, is that another little mini chest? Awesome. What do I got in here? Nothing terribly cool. A TNT cart. That's kind of neat. Ooh, string. I want string. I'll probably come back for some more of this stuff. I am getting down to the wire on resource and inventory management. Yeah, I'm going to want to collect all this and probably leave the gravel behind. I want the rare stuff, and I'll leave behind the common junk that I have in my inventory that I don't need. TNT cart might be nice to have, but I think for the most part I'm good now. Did I use a bite to eat? Sure. Nice. So yeah, Thaumcraft adds those little mini, areas where you can get those resources and stuff. They're kind of like mini dungeons, basically, where you can find those chests without many mob spawners. And there's a skeleton. Nice. I did find a bit of gold here somewhere, right? Yeah. I think this is the direction the gold was in. Definitely. Like I said, mining for a bit. Of course, I'm out of inventory space, and I'm going to have to deal with that this episode. So maybe I'll come back in a minute after I've collected whatever resources are down here. Is that lapis? That's that high value? No. Still off in this direction somewhere. Gotta find gold somewhere soon because I was promised gold. Huh, that's funny. Oh well, it's gotta be around here somewhere. I'll find it. Anyway, I'll be back in a few. Alright, with a full inventory and all kinds of goodies, I'm going to head back up to my base. I hear some bad guys running around down there, but yeah, base time. Maybe just grab some more coal. Alright, just had a little enjoyable run back to my base. Going to start macerating up some iron ore and give my generator a little bit more coal to deal with. And there we go, we're doing good. Do we have anything to smelt at the moment? Probably not. I'm going to need some more inventory storage, both on my character and in my chests here. So why don't I deposit some of this cool stuff that I found, and I'll be back to deal with my inventory problems after I've sorted out my current inventory problems. Alright, so two issues that I'm having right now, both pretty much storage issues, and I'm going to deal with both of them right this minute, actually, by making myself some backpacks. You can see them listed in the NEI screen here. I was just double-checking the recipes on them. The first backpack I want to make requires some iron ingots. It's going to need some wool and some string, and these backpacks are part of forestry, and they're all pretty much made the same, just with different items on this slot and this slot. So to make the miner's backpack, we're going to need some iron ingots. Cool. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing here, once again, with the string and the wool and the chest, and place smooth stone in the slot there, and that's going to get me the digger's backpack. Now, these two backpacks have two totally separate purposes. The way the backpacks in forestry work is, first off, they only have about 15 slots, so they don't hold a terribly large amount of items in them, but the cool thing that they do is if you pick items up, they'll automatically get sorted into a backpack of the appropriate type, I think. They'll try and keep one stack of items here, so let's harvest this piece of cobblestone. Note that it didn't go directly into my inventory. In fact, it went into the digger's backpack. It's telling you that there's 1 out of 15 slots in use. So there's cobblestone in the backpack. That's the piece that I just placed or picked up from here. And, it'll keep one stack going for you, but any further cobblestone that you collect will just land right in here. So that's only if you have cobblestone, I think, in your inventory or hotbar, though. The miner's backpack will collect anything that is an ore or a gem. So diamonds and sapphires and gold and iron will automatically land in your miner's backpack. And items like cobblestone, sand, dirt, gravel, flint, that kind of stuff will land in the backpack there, the digger's backpack. Sweet. So hanging on to those two guys will be very useful. The next thing I want to go ahead and craft is going to be some chests to hold some more items. This room's already getting a little bit full, and I'm going to need a spot to start storing stuff. So I'm thinking I might want to expand my little 9x9 here and maybe dig off in this direction and see what kind of trouble I can cause by expanding and getting a item storage room. And hey, another zombie brain. Sweet. I'll never pass up on a free zombie brain. So give me a minute. I'd like to dig this area out and get ready to build a new little room for storing some items. I'll be right back. And since I'm building here, I'm going to go ahead and get my digger's backpack and show you a pretty neat aspect of the digger's backpack. Notice I've got 2 cobblestone in there now, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the other cobblestone I've got, all but a couple pieces. One of the things you can do is shift right click your backpacks, and this works for all of them. It'll put it in locked mode, which means it'll no longer automatically pick up items and place them directly in the backpack. That's one mode that you can put it in. The other one is this one, the receiving backpack. And why don't I show you what receiving mode does by emptying the backpack of the cobblestone and placing it in the chest. If I have it in receiving mode like this, and I shift right click on a chest, dink, it'll pull out all the cobblestone and dirt and gravel and items that match the items that can be stored in the backpack and put them in the backpack. So that will receive items out of a chest when you shift right click on it. awesome. But one of my favorite features is the last mode. This is the resupply mode, and what that'll do is if you have an item on your hotbar, I think it is, and it's one of the items that's in the backpack, it'll try and keep that item fully stacked with whatever it is up to 64. So note that as soon as I closed my inventory there, it filled up 64 stacks and it pulled them all out of the cobblestone, out of the little backpack there. So that is the resupply mode, and a very nice feature, basically because it allows you to keep your stacks full. Awesome. So as you can see, I'm continuing to build here, and I'm not losing the cobblestone. It's all coming out of the backpack, of course, but the backpack is continuing to resupply that stack of cobblestone that I'm using to build off of. So, you know, you don't have to keep a ton of stuff in your inventory, but you don't have to worry about running out of items either. So awesome. I love it. Yeah, the backpacks are definitely one of the newest and coolest features of forestry. Thank you, Sengir. Love your backpacks, dude. I also grabbed myself some basalt. And pulling that stuff in, I'm just going to tidy up the floor a little bit, or what will be the floor. Nice big old lake here that I'm going to cover up. And there's a couple other backpacks that I haven't shown you guys yet. There's the Forester's backpack, which stores all kinds of growing items, so like trees and saplings and wood and that kind of stuff. Then you know, wheat and seeds, that kind of deal. And then there's the Apiarist backpack, which is all about the bees and beekeeping, which I haven't gotten into at all yet, but one of these days, pretty soon, I probably will. And what is there? One or two more other backpacks? Yeah, I'm sure there's one or two I'm forgetting, but those are the main ones. Alright, gonna finish building this 9x9 and I'll be back. Now, a couple people have requested maybe instead of having these tight corridors between rooms, I try and open it up a little bit. Yeah, I guess I could give that a try. Let's try it now. I'm just gonna dig this out a little bit. Maybe a little bit more open. And if I like it, maybe I'll stick with it. But this has been one of the requests from you guys, the viewers out there. So sure, I'll try it. Let's just give myself a little bit more room to work with. And note that all the cobblestone I'm picking up is not going in my inventory. It's all going into the bag. Love it. Sweet. You know what? That's not a terribly bad look. I kind of like that. Yeah, not bad. Maybe I'll do the same thing here. It's getting a little dark out. I got to get that roof going. I'll be back. Alright, I got myself a good amount of copper here, and that's a perfect timing because I want to get myself some chests made out of copper. That's right, I've got the Iron Chests mod installed, and gonna need a little bit of wood just to get me started here. What I want to do is build some copper chests. Now, there's a bunch of different chests available in the Iron Chests mod, the copper chest being one of the lowest forms of them. But I'm not super heavy on resources at the moment, so I do want to go ahead and, you know, try and be a little bit conservative. The copper chest, a little bit larger than a regular old chest. I could have an iron chest here as well. I'll probably maybe even make one or two of those. But the copper chest, pretty nice. And you can place them next to each other, which is a big, huge, awesome deal. And in this copper chest, I'm going to store all my mod items. So the enchanted stuff, the sickle, I don't think a stone axe is considered a mod item, but like the rubber, the zombie brains, the bisque conduits, and the iron dust and that kind of stuff. Maybe I'll hold on to that iron dust. I do maybe want to store my wrench in there. I don't need to be carrying that around all the time. Yeah, that looks good for now. I'm going to clean up my inventory a little bit. I might make one or two iron chests, but once I get those ready, I'll come back on camera to show you. But you know what? I'm going to make one now, because I want to have an iron chest that I'll probably store a good amount of resources in. So let's just go with an iron chest next. The iron chest, a little bit larger. It's about the size of a double chest. I think it's exactly the size of a double chest, to be honest with you. Cool. So much nicer size inventory. Yeah, the iron chest is a 6x9, which is 54 slots. So yeah, same as a double chest. And that's where I'm going to store a lot of my items, like this stuff here. I'm going to store basically you know, stuff to build with, you know, dirt and cobble and that kind of stuff, marble, basalt, that neat stuff. I'll get this zombie brain. I better carry this food around on me as I'm starting to run low on food. I'll be back once I've cleaned up my chest area. Alright, and one more fancy chest here. I'm going to go with another iron one because I do have a lot of the next item. Nice fancy resources. Anything that's like iron or gold or anything like that, the fancy resource chest will be here, and that's where I'm going to store my ingots and my dust and that kind of cool stuff. So why don't I get all that stuff migrated over into this chest, and I'll be back. See, much nicer, much more compact, and this room will be expanded in the future. Spoiler alert. So for now, I've got this nice little mod items chest. We've got the building supplies and different, materials that are pretty common. Miscellaneous junk like, saplings and items that are dropped and things I don't need at the exact moment. And then finally over here, my rare materials chest where I've got a lot of my ore and stuff that I still need to macerate and cook up. So I'm going to come back in a few minutes once I've taken care of a lot of that stuff. But maybe cook up these pork chops while I'm here. There we go. Nice and fancy. And again, going to upgrade this in the future, so maybe we won't even need those signs anymore. Maybe I want to go check out on my Thaumcraft stuff and see what's going on over there. Yeah, let's investigate that. Maybe also want to stop by my wheat and whatnot farm. I know it's a pretty small farm, but starting to get some growth. Cool. How's my Thaumcraft room doing? Looking good. Some cool stuff in here. I might want to start looking into some of the more advanced Thaumcraft stuff, but I think I need to get down to the Nether and get some glowstone pretty soon to get into some more items like that. But for now, I've got a lot of these neat things that I could maybe even start researching a little bit. I don't think I want to do research yet this episode, but maybe in the next one. Alright, I think the next thing I want to do is start getting a little bit of passive energy income. So right now I've got a good amount of energy requiring coal, and you can see I'm quickly running low on coal because I keep trying to power my machines with it. I want to get a little bit of passive energy income, and for that I'm going to need some solar-powered generators from Industrial Craft. So my solar panels in Industrial Craft will help me to, do some things a little bit more efficiently because I'll be relying on solar power for the most part. Now it's not going to completely, make my generator obsolete. I'll probably still leave it here for the time being, but I will be generating some electricity in solar power, and I'll come back in a few minutes once I've cooked up all the resources I'm going to need here. Alright, one of the first things I'm going to need here is, I'm going to say, I'm going to make 3 solar generators. For that, I'm going to need about 6, I'm going to say, circuits. So I'll be back. Let's see. I need to get a few more pieces of copper. Where's my rare stuff? There we go. Pretty expensive to make these solar panels, but they're really nice. Trust me. I wouldn't make them if they weren't. Cool. So 6 electronic circuits, the first step there. And I'm waiting on a few more pieces of iron. Cool. And with those, I'm going to go ahead and get 3 of those machine blocks. So the first component of a solar panel here, if we check it out, is a regular old generator. You guys saw me make those earlier. So the generator there is required for all the generators, and that's going to be 3 machine blocks, 3 batteries, and 3 furnaces I'll need. And then the solar panel one is some coal dust. We get that from macerating coal, which I've already started, and some glass. And I'm going to need 2 electronic circuits each. That's why I got 6 of them, and 3 of these machine blocks. And I'm cooking up the tin I'm going to need for my batteries. And I just finished macerating the coal dust I'll need, and I already cooked up my glass. So once this tin is done cooking, I'll be ready. Hey, cool, the last of my tin is ready. So let's get 3 batteries and cook up some solar panels. Perfect. Now, solar panels will only produce electricity during the daytime, which is, a detriment there, but it's free energy, so can't complain too much about that, right? Hey, I have 6 redstone right here, perfect amount. I'm going to need a little bit more wiring. There we go. Batteries combined with our machine block, and of course I'm going to need furnaces. Gotta love that auto-refilling thing there. Again, thank you, Sengir. Love that. And there we go. Now I need some glass, something like that, and some coal dust. I reverse these again. For some reason I always mix up where the coal and where the glass goes. Hey, solar panels. 3 of them, please. I did cook up some extra coal dust. I'm going to use that in a future episode. Maybe either to get a couple more solar panels or who knows what. Now you'll notice I cooked up a little bit more tin than I need. That's because I wanted to get myself some ultra low current cables. These guys really are only good for solar panels and wind generators, only things that produce a very small amount of energy in industrial craft. I haven't yet gotten into the industrial craft energy values, mostly because there's a device you can craft that can read the energy values, but you need glowstone for it. So I'm probably, in a second, about to be attacked by some spiders who love to make their home on my roof. But let's see what happens. Spiders, I hear him. There he is. So I'm running a solar panel up here, and I'm just going to connect to it I'm running the tin cabling. And I'm going to place the solar panels right on the outer edge. Let's do something like this. Come on, buddy. Behave for me. I'm going to start off with a pretty basic solar flower design. And probably we'll see where it goes from there. But for now, there we go. We're producing a very small amount of energy for industrial craft. Those 3 solar panels produce 1 energy unit per tick. And an energy unit is stored in the bat box down there. So if we run back downstairs, we should see our bat box filling up with energy. Cool. And that guy will passively collect energy for me, and then when I come back from mining, I can go ahead and just drop my items in my macerator and into my electric furnace and not have to worry too much about the energy costs. Now, it will quickly drain this bat box, but that's why I left the generator next to it, so that if I do get ultra low on energy, I can throw some coal in as kind of a little supplement. These cables can't handle much more than 1 or 2 energy units per tick. The solar panels are producing 1 each, so it's okay. Each one is sending 1 packet of energy per tick. And a tick in Minecraft, for those of you not super familiar with the ultra mega crazy components of Minecraft, 1 tick is 1/20th of a second. So there are 20 ticks in 1 second. So essentially those solar power plants up there are producing 1 energy unit per tick. Each of these machines uses about 5, I want to say. Might be a little bit different, but that's about it. Oh, and the generator here, he produces 10 energy units per tick. So this 1 generator running off coal is equivalent to 10 solar panels. Oh my. All right, and I know it's getting kind of towards the end of the episode, but I'm going to go mine for a little bit. I'm going to hopefully be able to find some nice materials down there underground before I can wrap this episode up. I would like to show you guys the digger's backpack and the miner's backpack in action. So let's knock these little things out of the way here, eat some food, and head down into our mining caves. Alright, so back down here mining, you can see this is pretty much where I left off earlier. I'm just going to dig up a little bit of this tin. And I'm making sure to hold shift here so that I don't accidentally fall into this lava. Falling into lava would probably not be a fun part of the series this early in. I'd lose a lot of stuff. But if you look at my inventory, there's no tin. That's right, it should be hanging out in my miner's backpack. Cool. You can see I've got some refined iron and some coal and some tin in there. Where'd I get refined iron from? Who knows? Probably just from messing around. And the cobblestone that I've mined so far will land in this backpack as well. And it's in resupply mode, so it'll make sure I have a stack of cobblestone at the ready at all times. So awesome. Do want to pick up some of this lapis. That should also go into my miner's backpack. So basically any really nice or fancy materials will go into the miner's backpack here. Sounds like some zombies nearby. And this chest, well, now that I've got resources, and I wonder about Nikolite. Yeah, Nikolite won't go anywhere. Looks like it doesn't know where to go. That's okay. There is config files in Forestry. You can modify them and tell them about certain items that should go and get placed directly into different backpacks. So if you do have an item like Nikolite here that's not going into your backpacks, you can go ahead and teach it and tell it, hey, Nikolite also belongs in here. But for now, I'm going to leave it in my main inventory. It's just fine. Let's collect some of these resources. I'll take the TNT cart and the buckets, but I'm not worried about... Well, I have sticks, so I'll take that, sure. Sounds like some zombies hanging around nearby. That's not cool. Ooh, is that another little chest back there? What is all this noise? Oh my god. Sounded creepy. Yeah. Let's see if I can sneak my way back here and... Oh yeah, look at this. A nice big open area. Awesome. I would like to take my divining rod here and see if I can't find anything of particular interest. Nothing too fancy, huh? Best found one. And redstone. Does that go? Yeah, that should go in one of the bags. Awesome. I love those backpacks, I really do. Remember, don't mine straight down, kids. This is a public service announcement. Doing stupid things is stupid. These gems? Yes, they do go in the backpack. Cool. Let me see if I can't find anything good before wrapping up the end of this episode, like diamonds, and then we'll come back and do what we do. Oh, you know this chest? This is the same chest I found before. Look at that. Ha! So I was in this area earlier and found that chest already, but that's cool. Skeleton there, probably going to try and attack me. Sorry, buddy, I can't allow that. Looks like a whole bunch of skeletons attacking me down here. Not cool, guys. Trying to explore a cave and do a video, and I'm being attacked by skeletons everywhere. Running, low health, problems. Look at them. There must be a spawner up there or something. I better investigate. Oh, look, they're attacking each other. Good. That's right. I'll just pick off the loser of this battle. Nice. Come on, you can't even shoot each other? There we go. So is there a spawner up here, or was it just dark enough to spawn a lot of bad guys? Yeah, not seeing a spawner immediately, but a lot of darkness for sure. Can't believe I still haven't found any diamonds yet. I'm going to look around a little bit more before wrapping up. Alright, this I know is a new little mini dungeon because there's no torches near it. Let's see what's inside, huh? Ooh, some cool stuff. More buckets and some wheat and string and redstone. Okay, bread. And I'll take the forbidden artifacts because, hey, they're cool. Yeah, maybe my digger's backpack I'll store some of this stuff in. Like Nicolite, maybe? Oh, can't even put it in there. Yeah, can't store things in there that don't belong. Okay, good to know. Alright, let's leave some buckets down here and some rotten flesh. Don't need that too much. Alright, should be cool. Let's look around a little bit more. Found some gold. I'll be back. Oh, I did find some tainted crystals on the ground here. Remember I said that taint is that negative, bad kind of energy that we don't want to have, but tainted crystals probably have a pretty good use somewhere in Thaumcraft, so I'll definitely hang on to those guys. And I'm really looking around trying to find diamond, and I'm having no luck. No luck at all. I mean, I'm right around 15, so a little bit high. Getting attacked by a lot of monsters in this area, obviously, because it's so darn dark, but, you know, so far I haven't died, which is good. But I don't want to stray too far away, so let's dig around a little bit. Like I said, I'll be back if I find some diamonds. If not, I'm going to wrap up this episode real soon. Well, guys, I did not have much luck trying to find myself some diamonds down there, so I'm just climbing my way out of the hole. I'm going to go show you one of the last really cool features of these neat new backpacks I've picked up. You get to watch me try and navigate the dark and scary terrain between my mining area and my house. Should probably do something about that in the near future. But for now, so far, Creeper! Yes, thank you, Creeper, for making a big old mess. Bad guys are bad. Dead. Alright, cool. Let's go get our stuff back. Look at it all. Oh my, everywhere. Problems. That is not what I wanted to happen. That's right, kill each other. Nice. I do not want him blowing up near my house. Alright, did I kind of survive this little yeah, not bad. A little creeper up there, but... oh well. Let me take care of these guys and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm figuring the best way to handle this is sleep through the night. Probably not a bad idea. That'll take care of any zombies and skeletons out there, hopefully. Yep. I can get all my items back. What's up, Creeper? I see you. Normally I wouldn't want to do this kind of goofy running around on camera, but what the heck, I'll show you guys me doing silly, bad, goofy, newbie things. Alright, so far so good. I think I've collected all my items back, haven't I? A couple more down here that I missed. Alright. Hooray! The nice thing about having backpacks is when you drop items, they're not too much of a mess to clean up. I'm going to clean up my inventory and be right back. And that spider gets it for trying to kill me earlier. Alright, so what's my favorite? I haven't cleaned up my inventory yet, but what's my favorite part of these backpacks? Well, check this out. See my digger's backpack here that has a whole bunch of junk in it? And then I've got my miner's backpack here that has all this junk in it. Watch what happens when I shift right click my miner's backpack with all my rare materials onto my rare materials chest here. Shift right click. Click. Miner's backpack is empty. Chest has all the junk in it. How cool is that, huh? So now I can just go ahead and shift right click into this chest to dump all the dirt and whatnot I had in there. Awesome. Well, I'm going to clean up my inventory after dying there on camera, and probably come back next episode and do some more interesting, cool, hopefully enjoyable builds. So I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I know I'm just getting started here and, you know, laying out the groundwork for stuff like collecting energy for industrial craft to start macerating and cooking up items. Really do hope you guys are enjoying it, and this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 4. Hope you guys are having fun. Take it easy.